Monaco is a mere mountainside sliver of 2 square kilometers. Its 36,000 people make it the most densely populated place in the world. The city-state's heady mix of glamour, chic and wealth is hard to resist for people with money. Demand for a piece of the action is high. For saturated Monaco, the only way is up. Planning vital expansion is a constant trade-off between demolishing period properties and forcing locals out and adding square meters.
The Principality's biggest challenge is growing. One study says we need to add around 350,000 square meters of usable space every decade in surface area. So we're applying an urban planning policy that ranges from extending into the sea to rebuilding much higher on land.
In 1965, Prince Rainier I launched Monaco's most ambitious land reclamation scheme, the Fonvier district. 8 years and 7 million cubic meters of rubble later, the town had gained 15 football pitches worth of flat land.
Monaco has enormous problems to overcome if it is to grow. When we build, we have to do unusual things underground and with coastal works. No country in the world has ever built what we will have to do in Monaco.
The Principality's consultant engineer René Boucher worked on Monaco's most recent land reclamation project, the dike that now protects Port Hercule from the waves.
We had to forget the idea of a classical levee because we had depths of 45 to 55 meters to deal with. We spent time coming up with an environmentally responsible design for a marine location that would also absorb the shock of the waves where it posed a potential risk.
A semi-submersible concrete dike made in Gibraltar was towed into Monaco in 2002. The visible part is only half the story. You have to descend 4 levels of car parks to find out how this part of Monaco is attached to the land.
This is the impressive metallic articulation that fixes the dike to the land. It can rock with the waves, even in severe storms, and disperse their energy into the landmass.
Monaco is not stopping here. A tender is out for a new extension. On land, it's all about height, not depth. Like Hong Kong, Monaco's learned to live with public lifts and escalators. Assisted routes complement traditional stepped pavements. Architecture's so central to life, there's even an expression. France begins where the buildings stop. And in the 21st century, architects are once again looking to go higher. When the Odeon Tower project is completed, its 170-meter height will make it one of Europe's tallest buildings. Designed by a local architect, delivery of its units begins next summer.
The tower marks an architectural turning point because we're going back to the high-rise buildings that the Principality abandoned 20 years ago, but applying contemporary styles.
49 floors will provide stunning views at a stunning price, between 40 and 90,000 euros a square meter. The pool-equipped penthouse will be the world's most expensive flat. The price is partially explained by the technological challenges building the Odeon, which began on day one with the breaking of soil in 2009.
We had to scoop out virtually an entire mountain slope, and 70-meter deep retaining walls is, I think, a record for a private sector building. There is no unbuilt space in Monaco. Every time something new goes up, something must be demolished.
This perpetual renewal raises the question of how to preserve Monaco's heritage. New properties may be cutting-edge environmentally, but there's nostalgia for what's been sacrificed, too. The head conservationist at the new National Museum has spent 2 years reassembling Monaco's past through photos. The Monacopolis exhibition is the result.
You'd have to be very naive if you thought you could preserve Monaco's buildings eternally. A space is at a premium and we need more. But we might have to think about going too far one day. By building too high, we might hide the mountain. And it's Monaco's mountain sea location that makes it so beautiful, so desirable.
Monaco's most significant buildings are, of course, listed and protected. Prince Albert II is committed to examining each and every high-rise project, taking both the need for square meters and the risk to Monaco's charm into account.